Hello guys, welcome to my kitchen. I have got a massive glare. Let me turn on my light real quick. Okay, that might be a little better. I'm coming live a little earlier than normal, and I'm gonna share into my groups, but we are going to make my favorite pizza. Of course, keto friendly, and I wanted to bring you guys into my kitchen. So let me share into a few groups, and when you guys are hopping on, share what you're having for dinner tonight. And if you're not cooking, maybe you're going somewhere to pick something up. I don't know, but share with everybody what you are having. I'm looking for a few other groups that I know I have out here, so give me a few minutes. And hopefully y'all can see me. It is creating a little bit of a glare behind me because it is a different time of day, a little earlier than usual, so the sun is coming in a little different. All right, I'm looking for a few more groups. Hold on, please. Okay, maybe I got most of them. Okay, I think I shared to all the groups that I need to. Hey Jane, hey Stacy, hey Frankie. For those hopping on, welcome. We are going to make my favorite pizza. It is keto friendly, and I thought I'd bring you live. I may not stay on the entire time until it's done, just because once we put all the toppings on it, all it does is bake for a little bit. But I mainly wanted y'all to see how to make the crust. This is not a cauliflower-based crust. It is a cheese-based crust, and it is my favorite. I've tried lots and lots of different keto pizzas, homemade keto pizzas, and even some crust that you can buy pre-made, and this is my favorite. So if you're just hopping on, feel free to share this video with anyone you think may be interested. And if y'all can give me some hearts or thumbs up and let me know if you can see me okay. The lighting, from what I can see, looks a little weird, but hopefully it's okay and y'all can see what I'm doing. So give me some thumbs up or hearts if y'all can see okay. Hey Jennifer, hey Teresa, hey Melanie. Welcome guys, happy Friday. It was beautiful weather here today, so I sat on the back deck doing a little bit of work and got a little bit of sun. I'll probably pay the price later tonight. Hey Vicky. Okay, I'm seeing a couple hearts, so I guess y'all can see. I do think the lighting's weird. I see, like right over my head right here, I see like this weird shadow, but whatever, we'll go with it. All right, so to start with, and the only prep I did before bringing you guys live was shred 1 block of mozzarella cheese with the coarse grater. Currently, the coarse grater is out of stock, but it is a go-to for me. So if you think you'll want to add this to your kitchen later on, be sure to go to my website and fill out, I think it's an email thing that you can fill out to be notified when it comes back in stock. It is due back in stock in May, so it's not very far off. But all I did was shred 1 block of mozzarella cheese. We actually are gonna shred another one in a minute, but this is going to be our crust, so we're gonna get this ready. And I have put the link to this recipe. When you're done watching the live, you'll see the link in the description of this video, so you'll be able to do this recipe on your own. We need 2 ounces of cream cheese. And in case you did not realize, and it's backwards, of course, the cream cheese package, I'm using Philadelphia cream cheese, but it has markings on it. 1 block is 8 ounces, but it marks it off for ounce, per ounce. So you just need to use 2 ounces. So I just cut it off and store the leftover in a Ziploc bag. I have other recipes that use cream cheese here and there. So if I don't need an entire block of cream cheese, then I just store the rest in a Ziploc bag. For those that may be familiar with keto, I use a lot of cream cheese, and you use full fat. Do not get the reduced fat cream cheese. Hey Cindy. What did you say, Frankie? I'm not sure what, I can't read it from here. Slight glare, but it's fine. Okay, so as long as y'all can see. All right, so we've got 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese, and of course I grated it fresh because we do not want cellulose in our pizza crust. And we're gonna drop in the 2 ounces of cream cheese. Now, this is our small batter bowl that I'm using because that's all you need. You don't need the bigger bowl. I'm going to microwave this for 1 minute, stir it a little, and do 30 seconds. So let me go over there and get the microwave started, and we're also going to shred some more cheese while that's going on. Y'all be sure and share and also comment what you're having for dinner. All right, so we've got the microwave going just for 1 minute. Hey, Melinda. So glad that you guys are joining me. I am a little earlier than usual. The kids are also going to have pizza, and so I wanted to come on here and get ours started so that then they could cook theirs, and we didn't want to do both at the same time because I am doing this in the oven. All right, so if any of you are familiar, you know I do like to shred my own cheese using the coarse grater. This is another 8-ounce block of mozzarella. This is going to be the cheese that goes on top of the crust when it's done cooking. So I'm just getting it shredded and out of the way. Oh, the glare is the same, yeah. I think later on I'm going to need to be putting some aloe on because I stayed out on my back deck a little too long. I was actually filling out some paperwork for Evan for Auburn and the football team, and let me just say, it's a whole book. I think I need to tell them every time he has sneezed since he was born almost 18 years ago. I'm just kidding. But anyway, it was beautiful out, so I stayed on the deck. Hey, Susan. Hey, Susan, I'm pretty sure I shared this to your party, but if not, be sure and share it. And Christina, I think I was sharing it to your party, but if not, share it. All right, the microwave went off. Let me go stir it real quick and then 30 more seconds so I can finish the crust with y'all. So hold on, please. Actually, I may not even need 30 more seconds. I am gonna do like 15, so give me, oops. Okay, the idea here is I am melting the cheese and warming up the cream cheese, but I don't want it to like completely become liquid. Okay, Susan, then I did share it in your party. Yay! Hey, Gina. Gina, if I didn't share it in your party, be sure and share it. Sometimes I don't see all the parties, so be sure to share this in your party. Okay, so we have our cream cheese and our cheese mix. Let me finish shredding this mozzarella cheese. This cheese that I'm shredding right now is going to go on top of the crust when it's done. So let me just get that done so I can get the grater out of the way. So that's just 1 block of cheese that's going to go on top of our crust when it's done. All right, so now what we're going to do is finish, let me get a paper towel. We're going to finish getting the crust ready. So you just kind of stir your cheese around. Hello, I'm live, by the way.
What's for dinner?
We are having Keto Pizza.
Oh, awesome.
What do we always have on Friday?
Yeah,
okay, so to your cheese, you're going to add 1 egg. This is a farm fresh egg I washed already. We're going to add an egg. And we need 3/4 a cup of almond flour. I'm going to use the 1 cup measuring cup and just not fill it all the way. I'm almost out of this bag of almond flour, but I have more in the... And you don't have to be exact. So this is roughly 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. And then I like my crust to be flavored. Who just said, hey, Jane, Chris, Jane said hello, she saw you. So I am going to flavor my crust with some Italian seasoning. And you could do any seasoning you want. Garlic and herb would be a good one. I put about a tablespoon. I use the cap to measure because I'm being lazy right now. So a little over a tablespoon. And then you're just going to blend all this. So I find that using one of our scrapers works best. When you are blending this, don't let your cheese cool. Like you want to be ready to add the almond flour the egg and the seasoning shortly after it comes out of the microwave, because you do want it to still be pretty warm. And we are going, I'll show you, we're going to do this on the large round stone. So this is a crust that'll make a big, like a 15-inch pizza. Chris and I won't eat all of it, but what we don't eat, we'll put in the refrigerator, and then we can reheat it in the air fryer as leftovers. Hey Cheryl, hey Ann, hey Missy, hey Rita. Welcome guys, we are making keto pizza, and right now we're working on the crust. Okay, so you just get it kind of blended almost into like a little ball. And then, let me get this in the picture. I'm gonna use the large round stone with handles. You don't have to use the one that's white glazed, but this is the one that I use the most often. And I do put parchment paper down. The big reason I'm gonna put parchment paper down, we're gonna bake the crust half the amount of time. We're gonna take it out and need to flip it and then bake some more. And it's really hard to flip if it's not on the parchment paper. So I just put a piece of parchment paper down, plop your dough in the middle. And what I have found to be the easiest way to spread this out is to take another piece of parchment paper over top, and I kind of press it just with my hands to start with. Just make sure your paper is covering the stone. And then I use the baker's roller. And I just roll out my crust. It does not have to be a perfect circle. You just basically want it to be rolled out pretty even. If you wanted to do this on a large bar pan, you could do that. If you didn't want quite as big of a crust, I'm sure you could half the recipe. I have to say, I've never tried that. Now I will say, I'm rolling on top of a piece of parchment paper, so my baker's roller is not getting dirty because it's not touching any food. So no need to wash your baker's roller when you're done. And I kind of can feel and make sure there's not places of the crust that are thicker than others, and if there is, then I just kind of roll that part of the crust out some more, because you want it to be pretty even so that it's going to cook even and all of that. All right, so that's probably pretty good. All right, so then just peel off your piece of parchment paper. Don't throw this away. Hey Janie, don't throw that piece of parchment paper away because you're going to need it again in a little while. All right, so now my crust is ready. I'm going to stick this in the preheated oven. It's preheated to 425, and we're going to do 10 minutes. While this is in there, we're going to start getting some of our toppings ready. So hold on. All right, let me get some meatballs out real quick. Okay, since Easter has passed, hey Trey, hey Scott, since Easter has passed, I'm not going to make this pizza vegetarian. We are going to have some meat on this. We are going to have Angus beef meatballs that we're going to break up. I thought I had some pepperonis, but they've been in the refrigerator for longer than I would like because during Lent we couldn't have meat, so we hadn't been using them. So tonight we're just going to have meatballs. So I just get, wherever I'm at, Angus beef meatballs. They're already pre-cooked. So we're just going to put, I'm probably going to do 4 or 5. We'll do 5 since we're not doing, actually let's do 6 since we're not doing any pepperoni. And all I'm going to do is microwave these for about a minute or 2 so that they will warm up, and then we're going to use the mix and chop to break them up. And I need another cutting mat. All right, so we're going to use another cutting mat to get the rest of our toppings ready. The great thing about this pizza, you can put, Janie, it looks good, all right. Y'all, this is the best pizza. I've tried when I started keto 18 months ago, that was one of the things I didn't want to give up was pizza. So I have tried lots and lots of different recipes. I've tried like the store-bought cauliflower crust. I've made cauliflower crust, and this is the only one that I love. It crisps up, and it's just really good. And put whatever toppings you want. Now, I will say I pinned or put the recipe up in the top, and the cook time may be a little different. I've just experimented over, 18 months of making it. I do 10 minutes, flip the crust, do another 10 minutes, put all my toppings on it, and then usually bake it for 8 minutes, mainly for the cheese to melt and that kind of stuff. Topping wise, do whatever you want. It does not matter what you do, just do keto friendly toppings. Hey Renee. Okay, so we are going to do some red bell pepper. So this is a bell pepper that I have used part of it another time, so we're just gonna chop off some for tonight. I always leave the seed intact so that the rest of it will stay decent for a little while longer. I use these in salads and other things. Get the rest of the little seeds out. All right, and I could go get my quick slice, which I actually am going to use that on some, actually we will use that because I'm going to use it on olives anyway, so it's going to get dirty. So why not use it on our bell pepper? So we are just going to slice our bell pepper into slices, put it back on the quick slice going the opposite direction. Ooh. And now I have my diced up bell pepper to go on the top of my pizza. And do however much you want. If you need a lot of bell pepper, put more on there. I might actually do the rest of my bell pepper. Yeah, let's do that because we didn't have much left, so we might as well. Let's just finish it. All right. Slice it, put it back on here. Oh, I just lost them down into the little well. All right, let me go grab our meatballs because they're going off. So we've got bell pepper. So I've warmed up our meatballs. Ignore the fact that my mix and chop is gray and pink. This was one that was during one of our Help With Cancer months, but we currently sell the mix and chop in black, and from April 16th to May 31st, Pampered Chef, for every mix and chop that's purchased, Pampered Chef is going to donate $1 to the Hope Lodge. Hope Lodges are typically used for those that are having cancer treatments. But because most cancer treatments are suspended right now, they have converted the Hope Lodges to be housing for those working on the front lines, the doctors and nurses that can't go home to their families. And so Pampered Chef has teamed up to donate $1 from the mix and chops, the black mix and chop, to the Hope Lodge. All right, so that's all we did. Make it kind of like ground up meatballs. The other thing we're going to have on our pizza, because I have it left from the other day at the Strawberry Patch, is a zucchini. So, some of you have seen me prepping zucchini before. Our pizza's got 4 minutes before we need to flip it. I am going to do these into quarter. Ooh, that one's not going to be very even. Oh well. Quarter pieces, just so they're smaller. They will also warm up a little quicker when we put this back in. Let's put our zucchini on here. And I'm just putting all the piles of my little toppings on my cutting mat. And this way they're going to be ready when the crust is ready. What did everybody do today? Hey Rachel, how are you? I am glad you are on. What did y'all do today? Anything fun? Did you enjoy the pretty weather? Because here it is very nice out. So I sat in the sun for a good little while. But what y'all do? Oh, thanks, Janie. Yeah, if y'all are seeing Janie's comment, it actually was yesterday at about 12:45. I officially hit $1 million in career sales. So that is a lot of mix and chops, a lot of manual processors, a lot of quick slices. But $1 million that I have personally sold since I started my Pampered Chef business, and every bit of it is because of you guys, my hosts, my customers, all of you guys that have been loyal and shopped with me over the years. And without you, I'd have no business in the kitchen. So I love all of y'all. Sat in the sun. Yes, Rita, it was so pretty. Grocery shopping, fun. Got off work this morning and slept till about noon. Fun. Spent the rest of the day outside. Yay! Okay, so we are going to do bell peppers, zucchini, some Angus beef meatballs. We're also going to do some calamante. I don't know if that's how you say it. I think it is. Calamante olives. Probably should have already gotten these out. That's okay. So, again, okay, we need a fork. Hold on. That's not the easiest to get out of here. This jar is little. I don't want to drain the liquid because I'm not using the entire jar, but we're going to do some calamante olives on here. I always buy whole olives and slice them with the quick slice. So that is easy. Our crust has a little over a minute, about 1.5 minutes. And I'll show you how we flip it. Put in the comments what you guys would put on your pizza, because you can do any keto friendly. It could just be a pepperoni and cheese pizza. It could be just cheese. You could do it vegetarian during Lent. We had vegetarian every week, so we basically did the exact same thing I'm doing now and just left off the meatballs. Usually I do pepperoni as well, but when I got the pepperoni out of the refrigerator, we didn't eat meat all during Lent, so pepperoni seemed a little questionable. And considering I don't want to have to go to the hospital with food poisoning, we're just going to do pepperoni. So, all right, that's probably going to be enough olives. Woo, making a mess. Hey, Christy. What did you say? Pepperoni, cheese, olives, bell pepper, onions. Yes, you could do onions. I've not done onions on it, but I probably could at some point. That would be good. Mushrooms would be good on this pizza. The other thing we are going to add, but I don't have to do anything to prep it, we are going to add some banana peppers. Yum. But I'm just going to leave them whole. We are going to add some feta cheese. You can never have enough cheese. Made homemade pizza on my pizza stone last night. Beef, Canadian bacon. Ooh, that sounds good, Denise. Yum. I've also thought about doing this pizza on my green egg, doing it on the Rock Prop Grill Stone. Okay, my oven's going off, so let me go grab the stone, and it is going to be hot. Pause 1 moment. Let me put, it's not going to burn my countertop, but we're going to put that down just in case. I should have. Okay, now I like to use the large round stone with handles because it's easy to get out. Okay, as you can see, it is partially brown, but it is not, hold on, it's not done. I do want to flip it, and the recipe talks about flipping it. Hey, Mary Lewis. And then I'm gonna cook it another 8 to 10 minutes to finish cooking and crisping up the crust. So the easiest way I have found to flip this size crust, this was my piece of parchment paper, remember from the beginning, and I said don't get rid of it. So I put it on top, and I take 2 large flexible cutting mats. I slide one up under, and I put one on top. I make sure that my parchment paper covers the crust, and then I literally just flip. And then before I take the parchment paper. Ooh, whoops. Before I take the top parchment paper off, you can see kind of underneath, make sure it's lined up, and voila. And now we don't need this parchment paper. We just flipped it, and we're gonna put it back in the oven for a few more minutes. So, hold on 1 minute. Make sure you use the oven mitts currently are gray. These were our old ones, but that's what I have. Okay, so I just started it for another 8 minutes. And then when it comes out, let me get my sauce out. What we will do to assemble the pizza is I'm going to use Rayo's margarita pizza sauce. I'll probably use maybe about 1/4 to 1/2 of this jar. That's all you really need. So I'll put the sauce on. I will put my, let's move all our toppings. I will put my other 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese on top of the sauce. I mean, it's just like making a regular pizza. So are you using the air fryer or oven? I'm using the oven, Denise, and the big reason is because I'm doing it on a 15-inch round stone, so it's too big for the air fryer. I could use, we have personal size stones, and those could go in the air fryer because there are actually quite a few products we have that can be used in the air fryer. It does need to be 10 pounds or less, but like our toaster oven bar pan will fit in there. The ceramic pot that goes to the quick cooker can work in there, like if you're needing to do some sort of dish that needs to be in a bowl. I believe that the casserole rock crock will fit in there. It's a product that has since been discontinued, but if you have one of those, that would fit in there. The mini deep covered baker, I'm pretty sure will fit in there. We do have a personal size round stone, so I could actually do these in there. I would just have to divide my crust, and that would be fine. I mean, because I have 2 of them, and so then I could do it in there. But because I'm doing it on a 15-inch stone, I am using my oven. Hey, Dusty. Oh, my husband's watching. Calamonta olives. Rita? Okay, yeah. You guys know what I mean. Now I've had squirrel moments. Anyway, so I am using the oven 425. But yes, you could use, if you were using the air fryer, I would personally do the bake setting. And I want to say the bake setting is 425, so it would work perfect. So maybe I'll play around with that. Smart move with cutting boards. Y'all, if you don't have a set of flexible cutting mats, and they come 2 sizes, I literally have like 20 in this cabinet. That's why you see all different ones. Some of them are not the current ones, like this is in the current set. They come 2 sizes. These are the large, and then I don't have a small one out, but the small one's about the size of a piece of paper, and they come a set of 3. If you have been watching any of these lives, pretty much these are the only cutting boards I use. One form of the cutting mats. They're just very easy, very flexible, hence the reason they're called flexible cutting mats. You can transfer food into bowls with them. That's what I did with the cheese, to put it in the batter bowl. Hey, Debbie Drescher. Hey, Jennifer. So I love these. I have had some people ask me, do you cut through them onto your countertop? And the answer is no. I use my knives, my 5-inch knife, my serrated knife, any of my knives on it. They will show cut marks, and I don't know if y'all can see, there's plenty of cut marks on here, but it's not gonna cut through. The other thing that's great, they have like a non-slip back on them, so they don't slip on your countertop. And I love that. When I flip the pizza, I make sure that the non-stick side is up under the pizza, and on top, I put it where the non-stick is touching the pizza so that my pizza doesn't slide out from the parchment paper. Can they go in the dishwasher? Yes, Gina. I think you're asking about the flexible cutting mats. They go in the dishwasher, and I love that. So I just stand them up like a plate in my dishwasher so they get completely sanitized. Yes, Frankie. I mean, if y'all don't have these, hey, Amber, welcome. Again, they come a set of 3. I have so many just because over the years I just keep getting more sets, but pretty much every time I run the dishwasher, there's probably 4 or 5 in there because, you know, tonight, look, I used these 2. Now, these are not dirty because they touch the parchment paper, but, you know, I used these 2. If I were doing some sort of meat and needed to prep it, I'd probably put it on a separate one. So it's just really, really easy. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Jennifer Darrens. Okay, I'm going to keep y'all on. If you can't stay on, by all means, don't stay on. But the crust has 3 more minutes. So if you're okay with us chatting, y'all ask me some questions or continue sharing what you would put on your pizza, share what your favorite products are, just talk to me, anything like that. I want y'all to see me assembling the pizza and how easy that is and what the crust looks like once it's done with this phase of cooking. And let me check it because it should be just about done. Yeah, it is almost done. I'm going to turn it around in the oven just so it's evenly cooked. One thing to keep in mind, when it is in the oven right now, it doesn't have to be completely super, super crisp because we're putting all these toppings on and we are putting it back in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. So it will finish completely cooking then, but it will be very crisp when it's done. I donated a set to our high school concession stand. Oh, Tammy, that is a great idea. Having, you know, some of these cutting mats in a concession stand is a really good idea. Where do you find the crust? Janie, we are making the crust from scratch. So when this live is over, go back and watch the beginning. But my crust is a block of mozzarella cheese that I grated, 2 ounces of 2 ounces of cream cheese, 1 egg, 3/4 of almond flour, and then I seasoned my crust with some Italian seasoning. And I have put the recipe at the top so you can go back and see that, but super easy to make the crust. We rolled it out on the piece of stoneware on some parchment paper, let it cook, and then flipped it, and it's finishing cooking. It's got 1 minute, and then we're going to put our toppings. Topping-wise, put whatever you want. Whatever flavor of a pizza you want, put the toppings on. One thing that I should probably try doing sometime is doing like a dessert pizza, like I could do with my strawberries. Maybe put cinnamon in my crust and then do, obviously wouldn't put Italian seasoning, but cinnamon, and then do some sort of strawberry with the strawberry jam I made. Hey, Annette. If you guys are just hopping on, welcome to my kitchen. We are finishing making our dinner, which is a keto pizza. So if you're just hopping on, as soon as we end this video, go back and you can watch from the beginning how easy it is to make the crust. And I have included the recipe in the top. While we wait, we have just 20-something seconds left. Let me also say that Pampered Chef is extending the Feeding America, doubling the donation that they are making through the end of May, and they're donating to the Hope Lodge $1 from every mix and chop that's sold. I am doing a Feeding America fundraiser, so you could order on that, or if you are on here, let me get our crust. If you are on this video for a party, if you order a mix and chop from your host of the party, Pampered Chef will donate from that. John Allen, you can come say hi while I'm getting the crust out. We are Facebook Live making mine and Dad's pizza. It's hot, hot, hot. Okay, so here is our pizza. Very hot. The oven is going to stay on at 425 because we've got to put all of our toppings on. We're going to put it back in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes just to warm up the cheese and all that, and dinner will be done. I'm only going to keep you on here to watch me assemble it. Okay, so I'm using Rayo's pizza sauce, and we're going to use probably, I don't know, about anywhere between 1/4 and 1/2 of this jar. So I just kind of scoop some out onto the crust. I prefer, this is the margarita pizza sauce. You could use marinara. You could use just the regular Rayo spaghetti sauce. I like the flavor of the margarita pizza sauce. It just, to me, is the most flavorful. Rayo's is the most keto-friendly brand of spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce, whatever. All right, so we just kind of, just like you would a pizza, not that I ever had been one to work in a pizza shop, but you just kind of spread it around like you would any other pizza sauce. And then this is 8 ounces, an 8-ounce block. Sorry, I'm getting some messages. Hey, Christy, an 8-ounce block of mozzarella cheese. So we're gonna put that over top of the sauce, just kind of spread it out. Another cheese that would be good on here is Parmesan, but we're gonna add some feta. So we are just doing the mozzarella. So basically, you will have used 2 blocks of mozzarella cheese. One that's in the crust and one that is now on top of my pizza. Little tip, I buy all of my cheese from Aldi. When you are keto, you do use a good bit of cheese, and I find that Aldi is the cheapest for cheese. All right, so now this is our Angus beef meatballs that they were frozen, and so we just put them in the microwave and then used the mix and chop to break them up. I think this was 6 meatballs, if I'm not mistaken. So just spread it out. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so we have our meatballs. Then we are gonna put some zucchini. So I use the quick slice to chop up my zucchini. Now this zucchini is not cooked, but when this is going back in the oven, it will cook when we're heating up and the cheese is melting and all of that. So this was just 1 zucchini. If you don't like zucchini, don't use it. It is whatever you want for your toppings. If you're keeping it keto, obviously pick keto-friendly toppings. You could do pepperoni. Okay, we're gonna put our olives on here. Just kind of throw them wherever. If you don't have calamante, however you say that word, do black olives, do whatever olives. We've got some red bell pepper. If you want green bell pepper, do that. If you want orange or yellow, do that. Hello, you can come say hi. How was kicking?
Well, it was good.
You did not even come on. Okay, there he is. All right, so we got that. Hey, can I have a paper towel? We're gonna do some banana peppers. These I did, y'all got quiet. Do the boys eat that too? John Allen does like the keto pizza, so he probably will have a slice or 2. Evan's never tried it, so he has no idea if he'd like it or not. He just said it's got zucchini, so that would be a no. But even if I don't put zucchini, he's never tried it. I will say I'm pretty stingy with my keto pizza because they can have just their regular pizza. So that is what they will have. We have some frozen pizzas from Costco that they will have tonight. Pretty much every Friday I make pizza. Pre-virus days, it'd probably be they'd get Little Caesars or Hungry Howie's or something like that. So, hey guys, welcome. Okay, so the only other thing we're gonna put on here is some feta cheese. This is basically kind of like a Greek pizza in a way. So I just sprinkle, oh, that's a big chunk. I just sprinkle however much I want on here. Probably should just use the rest because there's not much, but that's okay. I might have a salad tomorrow, so we'll leave it. All right, so here is our pizza. The stone is still hot, so do not forget. Can y'all, hold on, let me move it because, so here is the pizza. It is going to go back in the oven for between 8 and 10 minutes. So let me put it in, but I'm not going to keep y'all on the whole time. Now, the only reason it's going back in the oven right now is because I need the cheese to melt. And in this case, because I put zucchini on there, I do want the zucchini to cook, but everything else is already cooked. The pizza will or the crust will finish in that last 8 minutes. It'll get crisp. I will use a pizza cutter to cut it, and it's just regular pizza. So when it comes out, of course, I'll take a picture of it and post it in here in the comments. But that is how I make my keto-friendly pizza. Whatever toppings you want on it, you can change it up how you want, but that's how I make it. I wish Hickson had. Oh yeah, we do have Hungry Howie's and Little Caesars, so we kind of go between. All right, I hope you guys have had a great day. I hope you have enjoyed watching me make this pizza. Hopefully you see how easy it is to make. I'm not sure how long we've been on, probably about 45 minutes. So not really hard to do. If you didn't catch it from the beginning, as soon as I end this video, definitely go back and you can watch from the beginning how we did the crust. If you have any questions, let me know. If there happens to be anything you need and you're not invited to a party, private message me and I can send you a link to my Feeding America fundraiser. I am donating my commission from that fundraiser, and so far, I believe the fundraiser, the amount that I will be donating is close to $200 so far based on the sales that have come in. But if you want to order on that, just private message me. I'll send you the link to it. If you are continuously seeing lots and lots of products you want to add to your kitchen, private message me. Let's set up a virtual party. It's very easy to do. There is no risk in it. If worst case you get no orders, nothing happens. All orders ship to your guests as they order, so you don't have to deliver anything. You don't have to sort anything. All you have to do is let people know you're having a party. So let me know if you have questions. Let me know if there's anything I can do. Thank you guys all for joining me in my kitchen, and pretty much all of you have supported my business in one way or another over the 14 years and have contributed to me reaching my $1 million in career sales. It's been a very surreal day because that is a lot of sales, and I can't imagine not having ordered my kit 14 years ago this past January. So I've been very blessed. Thanks, Christy. I've been very blessed, and I do not take anyone or any sale or any host or customer for granted. Without you guys, I would never be in my kitchen like I am today. So have a great Friday evening. Have a wonderful weekend. I think tomorrow is still going to be decent weather, and then we might get some bad weather on Sunday. So everyone stay safe. Everyone continue to wash your hands. Continue to stay safe. Continue to stay healthy. I do think we are on the road to our new normal, and just everyone find something to be happy about each and every day and make the best out of the situation. So I love you guys. Thank you for joining me, and have a great evening. Bye.